Welcome to our channel, where we update the most shocking, surprising and dramatic episodes from the TV series Beyond the Gates. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any shocking moments. In this week's episode, a surprising twist made the audience unable to take their eyes off the screen. And it all started with Anita, who made both her family and viewers shudder when the truth behind her death was revealed. It led to a series of dark conspiracies, huge fortunes and a revenge that was meticulously planned to the point of being creepy. Anita has long felt the change in the atmosphere of the villa that she once considered the safest place in her life. There was no direct threat, no clear sign. But her intuition told her that a dangerous ghost was gradually surrounding her. The shifting of items, the disappearance of financial records, the suspicious looks and the strange family meetings that became more frequent made Anita suspicious. No one said anything, but everyone seemed to be rushing things with their assets. And when she discovered that her car had been tagged, suspicions began to mount. She realized that she wasn't just being watched, she was being hunted. Part of her wanted to believe that she was imagining things, but all the signs kept repeating, clear and undeniable. A doctor's report with altered data, a will that had suddenly disappeared from a safe, a bank account that had been drained without a trace. These couldn't be coincidences. Someone, maybe even several people in her own family, was secretly plotting to get rid of her. Not to avenge her, but to seize what they believed was rightfully theirs. The secret fortune that Anita had been quietly accumulating for years. A sum of tens of millions of dollars, hidden in a series of anonymous bank accounts, investment shares in other people's names, and real estate purchased under the name of shell companies. It was the result of carefulness, calculation, and foresight that no one in the family knew about. And now, that huge fortune was making her a vital target. Anita knew that if she continued to wait, she would be taken down quietly, perhaps by a car accident, a faked stroke, or even an unexplained disappearance. She decided to act first. Fake her own death, that was the only way to escape this assassination plot and preserve her fortune, while exposing each traitor. She hired an international team of experts to create a fake scene, create a car accident on a dangerous cliff, prepare a body with similar characteristics to her, and use a fake identity for both the hospital and the forensics. All of this was prepared in absolute secrecy. On the day of the accident, the car caught fire, and the charred body was discovered later along with identification papers, a wedding ring, hair, and fingerprints that matched Anita's medical records. The police confirmed that she had died. The whole family rushed to the morgue, held a solemn funeral, and cried with emotion. But no one knew that Anita was watching every gesture, every look, every fake tear through a hidden camera and reports from her last loyal person. No one discovered the truth. Anita has disappeared from her old life, resurfacing under a completely new identity in a non-extradition country, using an identity bought from the underground and protected by the connections she has built over the years. But she is not simply running away. She is fighting back. One by one, the family is being watched. Vernon, the seemingly loyal son who colluded with a lawyer and a money laundering organization to gain control of the family's investment fund. Nicole, the once sweet daughter-in-law who was the real mastermind behind the plot to kill her, who secretly communicated with a professional assassin via encrypted phone and once installed a GPS device in her bedroom. Madison, her beloved granddaughter, who stole her personal account password and transferred part of the money from the investments to a shell company run by her boyfriend. While the family thought they had escaped Anita's influence, they did not know that all the assets they had tried to possess were now locked, frozen, or disappeared. Accounts could not be withdrawn, inheritance papers became meaningless, and real estate that was once under Anita's name suddenly transferred legal ownership to unknown legal entities. Anxiety began to creep into every room of the villa. The arguments continued. The blame grew more intense, the suspicious eyes and internal investigations flared up. But Anita did not stop there. She began sending clues to each person, photos, recordings, copies of bank records, evidence of secret meetings between Vernon and a wanted murderer. Each piece of data was like a slap in the face to each family member. No one could trust anyone anymore. And they began to be truly afraid, not because of Anita's death, but because her ghost was still there, knowing everything, seeing everything, and controlling everything. The final video was released publicly, sent to the entire family via an online lawyers' conference. Anita sat there, alive, cold, authoritative, looking straight into the camera and saying simply, "I am not dead. This is the final test for all of you. And none of you have passed." This was followed by a new will, signed, authenticated and internationally notarized, in which Anita declared that all assets would be transferred to a charity in her name to help abused elderly women. And that if anyone in the family dared to challenge the law, all assets would be frozen forever in the European Central Bank, with no way back. The shock hit every pale face, as they realized that not only had they failed to seize the property, they had also lost the chance to save their honor. After the video was broadcast, everything in the house that had once been full of power and pride quickly collapsed. No one could keep calm. Vernon launches an internal investigation in desperation, trying to find legal loopholes in the new will, but to no avail. Nicole is suspected by her husband, turned against by her friends, company she has participated in withdraw from all deals. Fears of financial scandal and involvement in an assassination plot that has not been cleared. Madison, who once thought she was smarter than everyone, now faces hidden debts from her boyfriend's phantom investments and the fact that she herself has lost her last chance to be forgiven by her grandmother. All those who have waited for Anita's death to reap the benefits are faced with an irreversible truth: there is nothing left, no assets, no honor, and no way back. Anita not only faked her own death to escape, but also proactively ended all ties to her toxic past, severing the bloodline that had been rusted by greed, lies, and betrayal. She disappeared like a ghost, but a ghost of punishment, of cold, unforgiving justice. She became a symbol of revenge without violence, only with intelligence, patience, and faith in the truth. As for that family, they continued to exist, but were no longer a family. Each person huddled in their own dark corner, living with guilt, fear, and regret. No one knew where Anita was now. No one knew if she was still watching them. But every action they took from now on carried the fear that someone would know, someone would punish them. Anita did not need to turn back, because she had won. Not only did she survive, not only did she keep her property, but she also left behind an unforgettable lesson that the truly strong are those who know how to be silent, know how to observe, and know how to strike at the right time. If you find this story shocking and fascinating, please leave your thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe and follow our channel to update the most dramatic developments from beyond the gates and the unpredictable twists. The journey ahead is still very long, and there will certainly be many secrets yet to be discovered. See you in the upcoming episodes.